Playhouse. No Liz Playhouse. Da, 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 da. Today, it'll be the X's and I's. No Limits Expansion Enhanced Global 40 House Rules Playtest. Round 1, finally. As we try to change the course of history. Well, it's round 1. Well, China's turn. I'll be the ally since no one's brave enough to play with me. As my allies, I sent out the invitation for it. Get my finger out of the way there. And it's brought to you by Memory Lane. The music you're listening to now. It gets you in the war mood. The Access, the only one that's brave enough to play the No Limit. Okay, CROCKETT 36. King of Germany and Italy, probably. And JAMAY, making his YouTube debut. That's Japan Man. Cripple Larry Harris. And they'd probably split Italy. I don't know how they're going to do it, but no one else would accept the invitation to be the Axis partners because they're chicken. Yeah, well, these are my playtest rules. They've been done before on YouTube. Not by me, anyways. Well, China has 12 to spend. Yeah, China goes first in my version. And let's see, I'll bet for 12 IPCs, I'll buy 3 artillery since I got the Burma open. And so I might as well take advantage of it. I have 1 attack. That's in Guangxi, LA. Oh, I'll be defended by 4 units of Japanese. Defending at 2, of course. And then I'll be coming in with 2 troops from Hunan. More train in there. And from Hunan. March in there as well. 4 infantry. But that's not all, of course. Flying Tiger. Szechuan is going to go 2 spaces. I'll have 2 spaces. That's more in its gas tank. And that Flying Tiger, Jarfung gifted to me. Pretty cool. I did put the decals on it, but he painted up for me and gifted it to me. That's how I'm going to use it. I hope it brings me good fortune. So I have 6 infantry and a fighter against his 4 units of Japanese defending at 2. Got this set up. 6 white dice. I got 1. And a fighter at 3, of course. And his 3 defenders at 2. 4 defenders at 2. I don't think I need a cup for this. Get in there. Excuse me, son. Come on, baby. Come on, I got a hit. I got 1 hit. And he got 1 hit as well. So we'll take 2 dice out for each other. So I still have 5 and a 1, 1 and a 3, and him at 3 and a 2. Baby! I got another hit. Whoa, but I got my required hits. I got 3 hits. Excellent! So he's out of there. And I gotta take 1 out. So I'm left with 4 infantry. Hooray! Yeah, alright. Smoking. I lose 2 infantry. And poor JAMAY loses 3 infantry. And artillery, so Guangxi's mine. Survive 4 infantries. Hooray! So I'll just do my non-combat's not many. So infantry from Shenxi is going to go march into. What's that called? Suyan. And my 2 infantry from Quichao. Harina Quichao. Chow chow chow. 2 infantry going to march in Yunnan. And of course, my 6 infantry from Szechuan to Yunnan as well. And I gotta retrieve my Flying Tiger is going to go to Yunnan now. Excellent. Well, that went pretty good. I was expecting more losses, but hey, I'm not going to complain. All right. Yeah, so let's see. China put their 3 artilleries into Yunnan because I can. It's let's see. Let's be up to 13. And puts Japanese down to 25. For Guangxi. So let's see. 12, so 13. Plus, well, you know, for the Burma road being open, that's 6. So 6 more. Excellent. Put that baby there. Alright, so just to do a recap, so I'll be spending 19 my next turn for the Chinese. I like this. Alright, so Suyan has 3 infantry. Guangxi has 4 infantry. And Yunnan has what? 8 infantry, 3 artilleries, and 1 fighter. Yay! Yeah, so that'll be it for China. Up next will be CROCKETT's Germany. Up next, second turn in my house rules. They go second in order. Germany does. And let's see. Since these are house rules, I'll point out to CROCKETT the stuff he can do for Germany under my house rules. So for first Germany, they have an extra if they 5 IPCs if they control London. That's if he does. And let's see, national advantage. Well, national advantage you have CROCKETT would your first minor factory you build is half price at 6 IPCs. Your first one, minor factory. The reason why I do that because I always thought that G40 should have started with a German factory in either Romania or even Poland. So, since I don't like do biz, I'll just make them spend the first one at half price for the Germans, for the minor factory. And so tech rolls are sort of like anniversary tokens. So realize that, CROCKETT. And if you see under the rules, you'll see how it's done. You have the rules, so you'll do it. All right, let's see. Number 3 is okay for every victory city there is on it. You have infantry defending at. Like France, of course you're going to attack that. So that's 4 infantries of my French infantry. They'll defend it at 3. So 4 of them will defend at 3 because since Paris, France, is a victory city until you destroy them. 4 of them, since France was 4, will be 4 of them defended at 3. And also, I'm going to use in my house rules. The AA gun could be either chosen as shooting at aircrafts or be made as a anti-tank gun. So that's what I'm going to choose. My AA gun as a anti-tank gun. You'll be coming in with tanks, no doubt. CROCKETT to France. So in my rules, when it's chosen as an anti-tank gun, is for the rest of the battle until it's destroyed. It doesn't fire first, but it fires after the attacker fires. So being used as an anti-tank gun, which I will be using in France. They'll have dice to shoot, 3 dice out of 1 to shoot at your tanks. And it can be used for multiple rounds of battle. So remember that, CROCKETT? That's what I'm going to do. Why is this thing going? All right. So that's what I do. So probably about 2 rounds of fire against your tanks. So remember that. But your tanks still get the fire back, of course. But anything my anti-tank gun hits at, you gotta take out your tanks at the end of each combat round. So let's see what's else. Heavy tanks. Another Crockett, you can buy only 1 heavy tank for all the major nations for each round. So you can buy a heavy tank for 8 IPCs. And what that does is it can move 2 spaces, but that cannot blitz. A heavy tank. You can designate one of your tanks as a heavy tank by a chip under it, or your custom piece as a heavy tank. And a heavy tank can take two hits. Sort of like a battleship. It could be prepared at the next turn in any land. It won't have to be a factory. But of course, heavy tank has to be built at a factor worth 3 or more in IPC value. Cruiser upgrades. You familiar with that? You upgrade your cruiser for 5 IPCs and make it a heavy cruiser. Of course, you have to stay in the waters off a factory that's worth 3. So you can't move it when you upgrade it. So it's upgraded to a capital ship. You can take 2 hits. Gets an AA gun. That's what it does. And capital ships. Capital ships, in my version, they get like a battleship gets 1 AA shot in defense, and a carrier would get 2 shots, and a heavy cruiser would get 1 shot. But it's only fitted with AA guns in the second round of the game. So you don't have to worry about that, Crockett. If you go against my battleship, they don't have an AA gun yet in the first round of the game. Sub-whoop Hex. If you combine 3 subs of yours, Crockett, you can attack at 3 in the first round of combat. Only the first round of combat, though. And let's see. Transports, they get defended against aircraft at a 1 if they're paired with another. Let's see. Another transport, but you won't be worried about that. I don't have any transport paired up. But they get the option of retreating if they're declared defenseless. So once they're declared defenseless with transports, they got to do 1 more round of battle. And if the attacker miss, come on, stop it. The attacker miss, and the defender gets retreat to another adjacent friendly waters. Let's see, and also, let's see. Be familiar with Diabob's Chooser's casualties. Pilots shot down over friendly sea zones or territories. Be familiar with that over the rules, Crockett. Paratroops and railroads, remember? Vichy France is declared after the Germans attack. After the Germans had their turn. So, but if the Germans attack southern France, these 2 ships automatically go free French. So remember that, Crockett. So if you don't attack southern France, they'll remain Vichy. Battleships, when damaged, you have battleships. So remember, once it's damaged, you can only attack or defend at a 3. So remember that, Crockett. And let's see, so pretty much all that has to be said. I'm going to over 14 minutes on my turn. My whole phone's heating up, so I better shut up. So stay tuned for Crockett 36, Germany's turn. Hooray! And Crockett, the all rolls be 5s and 6s. Defending against me. So, hope you enjoyed that. Don't leave it out.